and the first one. It's just the second one that flopped. But anyway, I'm going to mute myself. If there's anything, just give me a... Right. What's good, guys, and welcome back to Season 1, Part 4 of the Leicester City career mode. I've got 2 hours and 43 minutes left of EA access before October 9th, which is when the game comes out. So I might just bang it all in one stream today, and then if you missed any of the past episodes, you can catch up before Friday, which is when I'll be back streaming again after today. So as you can see, last episode was quite a poor episode on my behalf. Does it let you? It didn't let me. So as you can see, we lost to Wolves, beat Roma, beat Man City, and beat Victor Plzen, which puts us in control of the Europa League group. So October's been a good month, but September on the game, we the Man United game we should have won, and then Brighton we just got absolutely pooed on. So if we look at the Premier League table, we're still sitting in 6th position with a game in hand, and if we win this game in hand, that'll put us on 20 points, so it can put us back up into 5th place. It's Manchester United at the top of the tree at the minute, with Spurs in 2nd, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, and then Leicester. And below us we've got Arsenal, Wolves, and if we go down to the relegation zone, Palace, West Brom and West Ham. So yeah, hello Josh Baker, the best moderator around, ladies and gentlemen. But since we've changed the formation, we've actually played very well as a team. So we're gonna whip Tielemans back in there, we're gonna whip Chowdhury in there, Barnes on the left, Perez can have a start on the right, why not? Kieran, in fact Kieran Dewsbury-Hall can have a start because he's been playing well. We can have Suyuncu at the back with Pereira and Justin can play left back. So yeah, that's how we're going to go into the game today. We're going to put Maddison on the bench instead of Tielemans, and we're also going to put Chengo on the bench. So that's going to be the team we're going to go into the Southampton. We can find a way back up to the Champions League places by the end of today's episode. To be fair, 2 hours and 43 minutes, so I know I've said on one stream, but I'm probably gonna just see how I'm feeling, how I'm playing and things like that, and maybe do 2 an hour and a half, even though that one I might do an hour and a half one and an hour, because then I don't want EA access to end in the middle of the game there and everything. What a save, Kaspar. Mike keeps cutting out. Ah, bro. Love that. We love that. So Vardy scored 9 so far this season. Josh, is that better, lad? Good. Thank you. So yeah, it's better again. So we're at St Mary's Stadium. Last time Leicester City were at St Mary's Stadium was Friday night under the lights, and Leicester came away with 9-0 victory. I'm hoping we can replicate it today. The odds we're going to do it are very low, but we can give it our best shot at St Mary's as Chowdhury puts in an early tackle. Here's Perez, picks up the ball in the middle. He looks to find Vardy. Vardy's offside. No, he's not. The refs kept the flag down. So now we're in a good position to start building an attack. Dewsbury-Hall plays the ball through to Jose Perez. First attack of the game, and it's taken 4 minutes for us to score. And it's a Jose. Leicester City 1. Southampton 0. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall assist already.
Leicester City goal, number 17.
So a very good start from Leicester. All came from the Hamza Chowdhury tackle in the middle, and that's for a snap. Puts the ball over to Sims, and with Southampton looking for a quick response. James Justin covers, and it's Carrillo. Carrillo tackled. And James Justin gives it to Barnes, who gives it to Dennis Pratt, who's sitting in the middle, who gives it to Dewsbury Hall, who's just come back on off loan from Blackpool. And Ricardo Pereira gives it to Dewsbury Hall, who plays it back to Hamza Chowdhury, who looks like he's sitting as part of the back five, but my formation is a back four. But he's just a CDM, and as you can see, moving forward slowly. Here he is, Hamza, 22-year-old, gives it to Jamie Vardy. Vardy cuts back inside and gives the ball to Dewsbury Hall, who sees Jerzy Perez out on the right hand side. Pass can't get to him, and it's Ryan Bertrand, and Talisha gives it out to Carl Walker-Peters. Now it's Rusnak, shoots over the top to Smallbone, and it's back to Dale Stevens at centre back. Ricardo Pereira intercepts the pass to the goal scorer Jerzy Perez, and now it's Kieran Dewsbury Hall, who's found a nice ball to Harvey Barnes, who looks to cut inside, gives it to Dennis Pratt, gives it to Vardy, who finds Pratt, but he's put too much on it, and Pratt slides at the feet of McCarthy. 18 minutes gone, it's been all Leicester so far. Dewsbury Hall controls the ball in the middle. Chowdhury does well to turn away from his man and find Barnes, who finds James Justin, former Luton Town man, gives it back to Chowdhury, who gives it to Vardy. Pratt on the edge of the box, shoots, what a save by McCarthy. And Pratt's going to swing it in on his right foot towards Vardy at the front post, and Vardy heads it over. And 21 minutes in, it has been all Leicester. Ball cleared in a rush by Southampton. Barnes wins the header, finds Vardy. Vardy holds it up nicely. Vardy's found space. He's also found Jerzy Perez. Perez swings it in, cross block. Ricardo Pereira from the edge of the box shoots. McCarthy forced to make another save. And if there's going to be a second goal in the game, it looks like it's about to come for Leicester. But whether it will is a different story as Ricardo Pereira heads over. In Southampton, breathe to live another day. Dewsbury Hall misses out on the header. And it goes to Danny Ings, who sends it over the top to Ryan Bertrand. Ryan Bertrand plays it back to Smallbone in the middle. Southampton are looking to build something in the Leicester half. For the first time this game, the Northern Irishman Johnny Evans with a tackle. And here's Perez, gives it back to Evans, who finds Chowdhury. Chowdhury finds Barnes. Barnes sees Pratt in a lot of space. Pratt cuts back inside, gives it to James Vardy. Vardy finds Pratt. Pratt finds Dewsbury Hall, and first Premier League goal for Leicester City. It's Leicester City 2, Southampton 0. He's an absolute gem, 1 goal, 1 assist. And we've called him up from the Europa League squad. And here he is, showing what he can do in the Premier League. It's 2-0 to Leicester. It doesn't look like it's going to be a 9-0 win. But after 32 minutes on the clock, it's 2-0 to the City. There's Rusnak, gives it to Carrillo in the middle, who lays it off to Danny Ings. Shinshu dives in, Danny Ings gives a pass, Pratt intercepts and gives it back to Kieran Dewsbury Hall, who finds Chowdhury. Chowdhury gives it to Barnes. Barnes gives it to Vardy. Vardy finds Pratt, and could it be 3? Can the Belgian make it 3? He can do, and it's Leicester 3. What an absolute goal fest this is at St Mary's. Ball in the back of net. Leicester 3, Southampton 0. And Leicester will be looking to add more as well. Johnny Evans gets it well, and it's Kieran Dewsbury Hall who gives it to Pratt. Pratt looks fine. Barnes cuts in and fouled, and is there a card coming here for Walker-Peters? It is, and it's a yellow. Chowdhury gives it short to Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall finds Ricardo Pereira. Ricardo Pereira finds Vardy, and is Vardy going to look for his 10th goal in Premier League season? He's not going to get it, and it's Ryan Bertrand. Gives it to Smallbone, who gives it to DeGenepo. And there's space here for Southampton. As he cuts inside, Evans dives in. And chance for Southampton to get on the score sheet as soon as she puts her foot in. Dewsbury Hall turns away. Pratt finds Barnes out wide. Barnes cuts inside, and Barnes on his right, he's finessed it. McCarthy manages to pick that one out of the sky. And we're going into half time, and it still look like it's going to be 3-0 to Leicester as James Justin wins the header in the middle. Chowdhury lays it forward to Dennis Pratt, and could it be 4 for Leicester? As Vardy's found space, and Vardy looks getting on the action, and he has done. It's Leicester 4, Southampton 0. I'm so good. And Jamie Vardy scored his 10th goal of the Premier League season. He's found space in behind the centre back and then buries it past McCarthy. And on the time, it was the last kick of the game. Well, last kick of the half. It's Leicester 4, Southampton 0. And could it be a 9-0? We couldn't tell you that. At half time, it's St Mary's. And there's not much we can fault in that first half performance for Leicester. West Brom losing 2-1 to West Ham. Villa leading at Craven Cottage. Games that have kicked off at similar times. Into the second half we go. And it's 4 different goal scorers for Leicester as well. Ball given away cheaply by Johnny Evans. Leicester can't get complacent as Danny Ings finds the ball over the top to an offside Sims. Evans lays the ball short to Hamza Chowdhury. Chowdhury gives the ball to Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall finds a nice ball to the Spanish money as Perez, who plays a 1-2 with Vardy. And Leicester still look like they want to score more as Perez plays across the face of goal. And Southampton fans are cheering, but Leicester finally missed the shot. McCarthy with the goal kick. Ings wins the header. It goes to Sims. And now Rusnak gives it to Ings again. Ings plays a nice ball over to Sims. Sims being chased by James Justin to the corner flag. He lays it back to Carl Walker-Peters, who gives it to Ings in play 1-2. Walker-Peters swings one in, and Southampton hit the post, and the goal wouldn't have stood anyway. Pratt gets the ball in the middle. Gives it to Vardy. Vardy finds Barnes. Barnes gives it to Pratt. Pratt finds the Spanish money, Jose Perez, who's cut back inside. And he's just tackled back the ball as DeGenepo comes away with it, plays the ball into the middle of the pitch. Johnny Evans wins the header. Pratt finds Vardy, and Vardy looks for his second. He's put it over, and I would have put money on him scoring that one. As Vardy looks for his 11th to put him on a hat-trick. Carrillo taken off, and Che Adams comes on. Chowdhury does well to win the header. He finds Dennis Pratt. Pratt finds Vardy. Vardy finds Pratt, and this is great play between Dennis Pratt and Jamie Vardy. He pulls in the back of the net, and Vardy is on a hat-trick. It's Leicester 5, Southampton 0. And 60 minutes in, we're going to make a few subs. We're going to bring Daniel Amate on. Can he play in centre mid? No. We're going to bring Amate on. We're going to... Can Barnes come in at cam? I'm going to bring Barnes in at cam. I'm going to move Pratt back. In fact, no, Pratt was quite tired coming into the game. We're going to do that. And then we're going to bring Malin on the left. And we're also going to bring Fofana on for Evans. So 3 subs for Leicester. Vardy's on a hat-trick. It's Leicester 5, Southampton 0.
Jamie Vardy.
Malin comes on, wins the header. And Malin's full of goals at the minute as well, if you look at his Europa League stats. Ball whips over the top towards Sims. James Justin follows him. Ball finds its way into the middle with Danny Ings. Schmeichel already predicted it and was down. Faultless performance from Leicester. Dewsbury Hall, the youngster's been playing well. Barnes is getting his first chance to impress from Cam this season for Leicester. Ball goes to Daniel Malin. Malin cuts inside and the acceleration, shot block. Barnes picks it up, gives it back to Dewsbury Hall, who gives it to Hamza Chowdhury, who gives it back to Dewsbury Hall, who finds Barnes. Barnes finds Malin. Malin's looking for some space. Vardy picks it up. Vardy tackled by Rusnak. And Martin intercepts the pass as Ron Bergeron. He follows Perez. Perez finds Barnes in the middle. Barnes finds Vardy. Vardy gives it back to Barnes. Barnes looks to put Vardy through for his hat-trick. Ball sent over the top, and Martin's got to chase Dijanempo here. Ball drilled into the middle, Sinchu clears. He's put Fafana under a lot of pressure as the big Turkish number 4. And he finds Dewsbury Hall. Chowdhury finds Barnes. And Barnes finds Vardy. And they're playing a 1-2. Can they get it back to Vardy? No, it comes to Dewsbury Hall, who's used footwork to get on the outside of Ryan Bertrand. Cuts inside. Looks for the ball over the top. Does Dewsbury Hall. It falls to Chowdhury on the edge. Barnes. Tackled. So in Leicester's last 3 matches, we've scored 15 goals, I believe, including Europa League, as Amate finds Perez. Perez looks for Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall tackles Bertrand. And Dewsbury Hall might be getting himself booked in his first Premier League appearance. Sunchuk tackles Danny Ings. And now it's Barnes. Barnes finds Vardy down the middle, and Vardy could be in for a second hat-trick in 2 games, and it's a save by McCarthy. And Dewsbury Hall is about to get booked. And Perez, the Spanishman, is going to swing this in on his right foot towards Vardy. Vardy's won the header, and Vardy has scored a hat-trick. And is that a perfect hat-trick for Jamie Vardy? I think it may be. He's going to do the Mountain Challenge as a celebration. And with 5 minutes to go, it's Leicester 6, Southampton 0. As I think I might have to put it up to legendary, not going on.
Jamie Vardy.
Ball from over to Dijanempo. Being pursued by the Ghana and Daniel Amate. Daniel Amate could be getting booked himself as well. Ball goes into the middle. James Justin wins the header. And Leicester have been brilliant today. And that's a great ball to Barnes. Barnes avoids the tackle. Gives it to Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall gives it to Barnes, who gives it to Vardy. Vardy finds Malin. And Malin wants in on the action to make it 7. And he's hit it wide. Daniel Malin could have had a chance for his first Premier League goal there. He decides he didn't want it against Southampton. It's Chowdhury, can't win the header. It goes down to Rusnak as the 4 times whistle blown. And it's finished at St Mary's. Leicester 6, Southampton 0. If you have a look at our player ratings, Dewsbury Hall's finished on 8.5, Perez on an 8.7, and Vardy, of course, picking up man of the match, scoring his 10th, 11th and 12th goals of the season. 16 shots in that game for Leicester and just the 1 for Southampton. And that was one from Danny Ings that stung the gloves of Casper Schmeichel. But apart from that, Southampton didn't look like they were anything special today.
Hi, just a couple of questions for you.
We deserved it. We played well.
Thank you.
Shall we move it up to legendary, chat? I think we might have to. What we got? We can simulate all of them. So we've got Chelsea. It's not that's not really the most ideal match here. Try what's it on? She's got a Greece international job. I'm not going to accept it yet. I'm going to wait for a decent national team to come in and want me.
Thank you, guys. We'll be taking some questions now. That's all.
Right, so we're going to go into the Chelsea game on Halloween. And we're going to make a couple of changes. Hamza Chowdhury is going to be replaced by Ndidi. Tielemans can come back in for a start. And Maddison can drop to the bench. Sorry, Pratt can drop to the bench. Tielemans can start. Timothy Castagna can start at left back, even though James Justin did have a solid game. Chengo can come back on the right, and I think that's about our strongest team at the minute. Yeah, we're gonna play. Hopefully we can pull out the not. We're gonna have to get that kind of game. As Vardy's gonna look to add goals in the last 3 matches. As we look at the team, it looks like a quite fatigued team, to be fair. Delafeu on the left, Havertz and Werner are going to be causing some havoc for Ndidi, Tielemans and my 2 centre-backs. I've just seen as well Pizzi on the right, 91 pace. But we should be able to keep the form going at Stamford Bridge. Right, let's go. So into the game we go. Sorry, it's at the King Power, not Stamford Bridge. As Vardy's warming up. 12 goals, Premier League's top scorer at the minute. And it's a nice day in the Midlands in Leicester. As the players are coming out onto the pitch. It's Leicester City and Chelsea.
Will you please welcome our visitors, Chelsea, and your
Chelsea being led out by Ashley, I believe. As the Leicester fans are being quite vocal as the players come out. We're into the, it's 6th, 5th versus 3rd or 2nd. I couldn't actually tell you off the top of my head, but anyway, into the game we go. We're just going to look to dominate possession and settle in. The ball goes wide to under. Soon she finds Maddison, who gives the one-touch pass to Ndidi. Barnes gives it to Castagna. Castagna finds Barnes on the outside of Aspie. Zuma, who's pursuing Barnes into the middle, and Kepa's forced to make a save early on. Ball cleared. Werner does well to win the header. It goes to Pitti, who's followed by Castagna closely. And Jorginho, nice footwork, gives it to Havertz, who gives it on to Timo Werner. He gives it wide to Gerard Delafeu, the former Watford winner. He gives it to his fellow Marcus Alonso. Werner receives the ball on the edge of the box. Havertz gets the first shot of the game off. Doesn't challenge Michael too much. He did have to get down for it nevertheless. The ball goes to Ricardo Pereira, who's chased by Kante. Uses footwork to get away from him, and Madison does the same in the middle. Ball's found him, Didi, Nigerian centre half. As Evans finds Sinju, finds Tielemans, who finds Chingizundu on the right hand side. Tielemans gets it back, gives it to a fellow centre half. It's Madison. Madison's fouled on the edge of the box. Was fired in this. Madison shoots into the hands of Kepa. So a shot on target each for the first two teams in the first 16 minutes. Neither keeper really challenged as Thiago Silva distributes the ball. Chelsea are looking to move with some intent. And into the left half they come. It's Havertz, who signed from Leverkusen. Marcus Alonso gives it back to Havertz. Havertz tackled by Ricardo Pereira, and Leicester are going to look to launch counter-attack down the right hand side. And Kante puts a nice foot in to stop it, and he wins the throw for Chelsea as well. Kante returning to the King Power Stadium since leaving Leicester this season after they won the title. As Under's left to chase back Marcus Alonso here. And Kante gives it to Alonso and Delafeu as they're showing the ball nicely. Nice free ball from Marcus Alonso. Ball's in the middle. Sunju's there to tackle Werner. And nice composure from the Turkish centre-back. Goes to Ricardo Pereira, who looks to put a dink over the top. Marcus Alonso stops it and reads it well. The Portuguese right back's been caught out. It's Jared Delafeu gives it back to Alonso, and Chelsea look dangerous down this left hand side in the first half, as it has been predominantly Chelsea so far. As Alonso gives it to Delafeu on the edge of the box. He uses footwork to get away from the Turkishman. Havertz shoots just over. Sorry, Delafeu shoots just over. Half an hour gone, a third of the game gone at King Power Stadium. Update you about as Castagna gives the ball to Harvey Barnes onto the red. And tackled by Zuma very well. And Havertz finds fellow German Timo Werner, who's tackled by Taglas or Inchu. And Johnny Evans loses the ball out to Havertz. Havertz comes forward, Evans dives in, and Werner's on the R through the former Leipzig striker. As Timo Werner uses his left foot, and Evans, you'd think with the experience he has in the Premier League. So 10 minutes before the break, there is something to update you about, and it's a Chelsea goal. And Didi gives the ball to Timothy Castagna. Castagna nearly caught out. He's fouled by Havertz. Unless we're going to take the free kick, is there going to be a yellow card for Jorginho? There is. That's maybe Jorginho, sorry, it's Pissy. Down the right hand side. Castagna gives the ball to Ndidi. As Leicester have 10 out of the 11 men in Chelsea half in a minute. And with Chelsea's pace up top, you don't really want to be doing that. As Barnes uses footwork to get away from Marcus Alonso, ball's in the middle. Under wins the header, but it goes behind for a goal kick. Kepa plays it to Thiago Silva. And Didi tackles Sincho. Tielemans. And Didi uses footwork. And then Didi staying strong. Another free kick for Leicester. And Didi gives it to the big Turkishman Kagalar Sincho. It's Chelsea playing a high line here. And Under's been found down the left hand side. And Aspie's done well to win a Chelsea throw in there. Defuse the attack, but Cengiz Under wants to win the ball back, and he does so. So last attack before half time is going to be for the Blues. As Ndidi finds Madison in the middle, who sees Tielemans, the Belgian. Madison's put a bit too much on that. And the attack's been defused by the Brazilian centre-back Thiago Silva. As Jorginho dribbles the ball towards the halfway line. We're going into half-time. Leicester City 0, Chelsea 1. It's not often we've said that throughout the season. So last time we went in trailing at half time was the Brighton game, which was the last game we lost. We're the early kickoff. So the two sides, Jamie Vardy's been kept quiet by the Chelsea defence and midfield, but he's still running his socks off as ever as a 32-year-old, and age is not his friend at the minute, unfortunately. And Jorginho gives it back to Zuma. It takes on Pizzi and takes the ball off Aspie. Barnes cuts inside with a nice little ball roll. Barnes looks to find Vardy. He's found him. Can Vardy get away from the defence? Can use footwork, and that was meant to go back to Tielemans, not wide to under. So Chelsea come away with the ball. Costanza's coming off his wing to take that back. He gives it to Söyüncü. Söyüncü gives it away, and this is where Chelsea's first goal came from. A centre-back error, but Söyüncü does well to cover himself this time. The referee plays an advantage, so it could be a yellow card for the Leicester centre-back. There's Marcos Alonso, takes on Ricky P. He gives the ball to Kante, and now Havertz presses the middle. He puts a drill shot in. Schmeichel forced to make another save, and Barnes gives the ball to Ndidi as Leicester are going to look to launch counter-attack as Ndidi finds Cengiz Under down the right hand side. Under's in one-on-one with the keeper. It's a good touch from Cengiz Under, and he's levelled it at the King Power Stadium. It's a Turkish international. The ball goes in over the top from Wilfred Ndidi, and what a ball that is from the Nigerian centre half, and into the back net by Cengiz Under. It's Leicester City 1, Chelsea 1. That's very well played from Leicester City. A nice counter attack, and that is how Leicester won the league. And Chelsea, another team that have been caught out by it. And Jorginho gives it to Pizzi, so it's all square again at the King Power. N'Golo Kante gives the ball to Deulofeu. They play a 1-2-3. Tielemans takes the ball off Havertz and gives it to striker Vardy. He finds Barnes out wide. Tackled by Aspie. So it's 29 minutes to go plus added time at the King Power Stadium. And there's no difference between the two teams so far. I think we need some more pace down the left hand side, so we're going to bring Daniel Malin on. Down the left. Chelsea have made it up as well. It was Castagna. Come on for Havertz. Malin gives it to Maddison. Maddison, Vardy, first time, ball's in the back. Has been turned around quickly at the King Power. It's Leicester City 2, Chelsea 1. As a 32, Vardy scored his 13th goal in the league season. As Islam Sulaiman is in the crowd. And the Chelsea defence left standing as Maddison uses feet. Vardy takes a touch and uses pace to get round Thiago Silva. The acceleration away from the centre back. And going 1-0 down. There's never faced the fearless Foxes before, and it's now Leicester 2, Chelsea 0. Oh my gosh. Let me start again. It's Leicester 2, Chelsea 1. But Chelsea looking for quick replies. Deulofeu comes down the right hand side. He's in the corner getting 2-on-1, and Söyüncü and Under do well. The best friends from Turkey. And Under gets the ball back down the right hand side. And Under's found Maddison in behind. Referee says Maddison's offside. Ball dinking over the top. Jorginho finds the ball over the top towards Pizzi. Pizzi's in the box. Evans has dived in again, but he's got back to his feet quickly and recovered. And Aspie on the overlap. Gets marked by Castagna. There's Pizzi again. Getting challenged by Ndidi. Ball's found its way to Werner. The German striker's already got one today. He's going to look to cut through and score again. It's just gone wide left hand post. And we're going to make a couple more defensive substitutions. We're going to bring Chowdhury on. And I want to play him as a CDM. Why is it not letting me play him as a CDM? Oh, never mind, it doesn't look like... There we go, we'll do that because that limits the losses. We're going to bring Perez on. In fact, no, Under's having a class game. We're going to bring Wesley Fofana off for Johnny Evans because I keep diving in with Evans. So maybe bringing another centre back on and we'll keep me on my feet. So it's 18 minutes to go at the King Power. And it looks like it's a very open game still as Wesley Fofana gives the ball to Ndidi. Gives it to Ricardo Pereira. And Pereira's found space in between the left back and the right back. And Thiago Silva, the experience, brings in a tackle. But it's not over yet as Ndidi's got the ball. Gives it into Maddison in the middle. Maddison on his left shoots. And I should have gone closer. I forced that. There's Kepa. Looks finds the X. Soon she wins the header. But Kante picks the ball up in the middle of the pitch. And it's now Marcus Alonso. Looks at the ball over the top. Castagno brings that down nicely. And the composure from the Belgian. And gives it to Wesley Fofana's two new signings are linking up. Fofana looks to find Malin down the right hand side. That is the best pass from Wesley Fofana. As Werner's picked the ball up again, he's getting more involved in the game. As Chelsea throwing everything they've got at Leicester. PT cross blocked by Castagno, but it's still gone back to Jorginho. And they're in on goal of Chelsea, and it's Hakim Ziyech, I believe. Yes, it's Hakim Ziyech. It's 2-2 with 8 minutes to go at the King Power. And that's a very well worked goal from Chelsea. As you see, Jorginho picks the ball up in the middle, the first time pass, and you see Fofana goes and jumps to intercept it. But Ziyech, the super sub for Frank Lampard. The super sub for Super Frank. Let's put the ball into the back of the net. And it's all square again at the King Power. So both teams have come from behind. It's Chowdhury finds Malin. Malin gives it back to Chowdhury. Chowdhury gives it to Ndidi. He gives the ball away to N'Golo Kante. And there could still be a winner in this game at the King Power Stadium. We never know. So ball goes forward. It's Hakim Ziyech again. Tackled by Hamza Chowdhury, the 23-year-old. He gives it to James Maddison. He finds Wilfred Ndidi, who's already got one assist to his name today. Maddison using his fancy feet to get away from Aspie. Maddison gives it to Cengiz Ünder. Ünder swings the ball into the middle. Malin's in the box and he's headed it straight at the floor. And that was Malin's chance to score his first Premier League goal and secure it for Leicester. With just 50 seconds left of the game. And we're going to play out the draw at the King Power Stadium between Chelsea and Leicester. It's going to finish 2-2. Both teams taking the lead at one point in the match, but there's not going to be much difference between the two teams at the end, as it's a stalemate between Frank Lampard and Lewis Gardner. That's terrible to be. I think it's very fair.
Just a moment of your time.
So we've got high standards, very little. We know we make. I'll take. I'm happy we didn't lose. Not gonna lie.
Thank you.
And
That's all the
points better than
questions we
no
have for
points
you.
at the end of the day. And especially with a team like Chelsea. If it was another team, I'd have been pretty. Progress assessment, oh no. It looks like you'll be unable to meet the target. We would ask you now the very best. So I'm one young player. What counts as a young player though? I don't like that, the long-term one. I'm not going to do that. So I'm one young player. What class is a young player? One of these. These are looking pretty tragic though, to be fair. Have I got any money to invest into the youth? Not really, okay. Oh, I've already got a scout. I didn't actually know I had a scout ready, so we're going to go for England for 9 months. But anyway, next game's Europa League game. You know who's going straight back in the squad. Oh, no, man, we've got some training first. Do it. I'm going to be very smart, and I'm going to do this. Right, I'm going to pick my starting lineup now. We're going to change the formation as well. What am I playing that? But then moving this and I'm moving a lot further forward. So for that game, we're going to bring. Oh my gosh, Dewsbury Hall. We're going to bring Twan in for Fafana. I'm Fafana, yeah, because Fafana's got fitness. Fuchs, sorry, Martin Justin. Danny Ward's got fitness, so why not? Dembele can start on the right, Saka can start on the left. And then we can have Simons on the bench. We're going to whip Vardy on the... I'll back the beef, worst case we lose. So we're not fit. Sharp for Thursday's game. Just get some sharpness in the legs. Like Dembele's got 10 sharpness, Saka's got 4 sharpness, so's Iheanacho. Twansby's got 8. And we've got West Brom in the league. So it's first. I reckon we win this game, that puts us on 12. They're both on 6. So we're. Then all we have to do is win against Academica to qualify. But hopefully, yeah, so hopefully we can win today.
Thanks, guys. We're going to get started with the questions now.
Right, we're going to go up to Legendary as well.
That's
In fact, am I or am I going to add sliders? Right, we're going to play Legendary, put competitor mode off. See what that's like. And then we go back to thing for we're going to get into the game. So we're going to go into the game. And it's at the King Power Stadium for the second game in a row. And King Power looks so good in the Europa League, not gonna lie. But anyway, into the game we go. It's Victoria Plixon versus Leicester City. It's the Blues versus Whites, and Leicester in blue attacking left to right in the first half. With a very rotated young squad, who's being captained by Hamza Chowdhury. And in the reverse of this fixture, Leicester won 6-0, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was 6. But it's not going to be as convincing today, considering we're on a high difficulty. Ah, that's poor, that from Wesley Fofana. I'd expect better of the youngster. Sorry, that was Twansby, not Fofana. And the foot goes in. Ball sent wide. Saka. They've taken him on to Unsby, gets pulled out. As Victor plays in and putting some nice possession together. It's Unsby gets done by Balua. And he was always looking like the danger man in the reverse picture as well. James Justin gets a foot in. And the ball comes away. Dewsbury Hall gives it to Chowdhury. Gives it back to Dewsbury Hall. And that's very well played from the youngster. As Justin gives it to Malin. Malin gives it to Pratt. Malin picks it back up though. And sees Dembele down the right. Dembele cuts back in. Malin on the ball again. It's Chowdhury. Gives it to Pratt. Pratt still keeps the ball. Gives it to Saka. Saka gives it to Malin on the edge. Malin heavy touch. Chowdhury gives it to Amati. He gives it to Fafana. So 20 minutes gone. Leicester are looking to break down. Victor plays in, and that's a great ball from Dewsbury Hall. And Malin's still got the ball, just about. Chowdhury finds Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall finds Pratt. Pratt's turning the wrong way. And ball cleared by the visiting side. Justin gives the ball back to Saka. Saka finds Malin. Malin read like a book by the Victor defence. And they've got a big striker. The ball goes over to the left, their left hand side, Leicester's right hand side. Ball swung into the middle. Two Unsby heads clear, and he's got a lot more time than that. Saka as well to win the second header. As there is still a Victor player down injured. And the referee's going to stop the game, and it's Balua, their star man as well. As I don't know what that is. Is that his leg? Saka did nothing wrong in that. So it's a drop ball. Leicester get to start from the back with Danny Ward, the Welsh international. He finds Justin. Chowdhury gives it to Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall finds Saka down left. He gives it inside to Daniel Malin. Pratt fouled by their centre back, who could be picking up a card, and he has done. So Leicester might take advantage of that. Dewsbury Hall gives the first time back heel on to Saka. Saka's in the middle, heavy touch again. As Butcher comes away with the ball. And Marty does well. I don't think I'm good enough for legendary, so I might just put some slides on and world class. If only Marty puts good tackling. There's Leicester. They're defending a lot here. Ball's in the middle. To Unsby tries to get a foot in for final blocks. To Unsby. Plays as much as he can. Martage as well to get a foot in and read the play. And that goes to Twansby. Dewsbury Hall loses the ball. Wesley Fafana wins it back with the help of Chowdhury. But their strikers picked it up and Victor are in, and it's 1-0. Leicester. This is so hard. I'm definitely going back down to thingy after this. Dewsbury Hall gives it to Justin. Gives it to Saka. Saka plays it back to Dewsbury Hall, who can't find Chowdhury, and it's silly mistakes coming from the Leicester midfield as it's half time and the hosts are trailing for the first time in the Europa League as well. And around the ground, if it will actually let me look what's happening. Roma are winning 1-0. So this puts the group on its head if Victor win this. Big tackle from Hamza Chowdhury to win it back, and then just gives the ball straight away. And Victor are behind again, but they hold the ball, and Wesley Fofana takes the ball back, but they look at the bounce and Twansby as well. Twice, actually Twansby saves Leicester there. Pratt finds Dembele wide, and Dembele can't do anything with it. And it literally feels like I'm playing Barcelona at the minute. Tackle by Dewsbury Hall. He gives it to Hamza Chowdhury. Chowdhury finds Malin. And Malin has to be clinical here, as he puts back inside 2. No, he only puts back inside 1. And how's that there for a kick? Dewsbury Hall does well to win the header. He gets it back from Chowdhury. He finds Malin. They're all over me, ref. Ball sending over the top. Can Danny Ward get there? He can. Wesley Fofana as well to win it back. There's Dembele. See space. Ball sent wide to Saka. There's Malin on the edge of the box. Shoots, and that's Leicester's first shot of the game. And it was a very poor one as well from the Dutchman. There's Twansby going to have to work over to win that. 64 minutes gone. 25 minutes played. At this point I'll take a draw. Dewsbury Hall gives it to Dennis Pratt. Pratt gives it to Malin. And Academy Curve equalised against Roma. As Pratt's been found in behind. Pratt, you've got one fucking job. He's been so good for us usually is Dennis Pratt. Kieran Dewsbury Hall gives it to Pratt in the middle. Chowdhury, oh sorry, Malin gives it to Chowdhury. Chowdhury getting absolutely bummed from behind. Pratt finds Malin. Malin's in behind, and Malin's got to score it, and he does. Daniel Malin has equalised it. 20 minutes to go. And oh my god, I've not worked harder for a goal on FIFA 20, FIFA 21, sorry. Ball at the near post, Daniel Malin, that's his 8th goal in the Europa League in 3 games. This is the 4th game in the Europa League, so the key now is not concede again. As we bring Perez on the right. Mendy. No, we're not. We're going to bring Simons on for Dewsbury Hall. And that's it. We're just going to make the 2 subs in case we get an injury. So Simons has got 1 goal in 1 appearance for the Foxes, and it was against Academy or whatever they're called. So it's 1-1. Roma are drawing as well, so if their game finishes a draw, we might as well have it's okay to be fair. Chowdhury gives it to Pratt, gives it back to Chowdhury, and now Simons finds Malin. Malin gives it a quick offload to Pratt. Pratt finds Malin. Pratt finds Simons nearly buries it with his 2nd touch in the Leicester shirt. His 1st touch in the Leicester shirt was a goal, and his 2nd nearly was as well. But Leicester can't afford to be clumsy here. We're trying to attack. Can't leave too many holes at the back. As I say that, they found someone in behind, and that's going to be a goal. It's a fucking joke. You just know, I've literally moved the player. Malin gets found by Pratt, gives it back to the Belgian. The Belgian finds Malin again. Pratt, look, how's he put his leg through the back of me there? Simon's doing a lot of chasing. 5 minutes to go, and Leicester are going to drop points for the first time in the Europa League. Oh yeah, but as soon as I put my leg through the back of someone, it's an advantage. Wesley Fond as well. Young Frenchman gives it to Simons. It's Perez being asked to chase this one, and he beats Limbersky to the ball. And Leicester need to make the most of this attack. Here's Malin. He's got blocked. And that's going to be it. Leicester have dropped points in the Europa League. As Chowdhury dives in aggressively at the end. And he literally gives the ball back to them. And that's going to be it, the King Power. Leicester have dropped points, and I'm not playing on Legendary again. So it's finished, and the visitors take 3 points from the King Power. I'm not going to an interview, that's a scam. Oh, I didn't see how their result finished. Oh, I've just realised it's Legendary and Sliders, isn't it? Hold on a minute. So we're just going to have a look at our standard. We're still top. We're tied on 9 points though. So we just need to win one more game preferably. And I've had Sliders and Legendary on, didn't I? Yeah. So do you have a game like that? I don't know. How did you get early? Right, I've got early access, mate. So when you buy the game, sometimes you get early access from EA. It's called EA Play. As I'm just going to add some sliders because I'm not good enough for that yet. Goalkeeper ability can go up to 65. Right, so I'm just going to play that to see how. Sorry. Or as a ESS now, I think so. I don't have long left, but the game comes out Friday. So West Brom sits in square to we're going to. Better than FIFA 20 initial thoughts. I like this game. I think it's one of kind of the better built FIFAs, not gonna lie. There's not much I've seen wrong with it. There's a couple of things that have happened, but this is early access. With the day one patch, I reckon it's all gonna get fixed by the dev and things like that. So about the beef, I think it's a good game. I like it. So we've got West Brom and then Leeds. This should be 12 points out of 12 points. West Brom, Leeds, Fulham and another team. So we're going to go in. into the game. Just bear with me 2 seconds. You know, why on earth would I do that? Why on earth would I do that? Leicester City have conceded 9 in 11 Premier League games, which is quite good to be fair. But at one point, I was on conceding 2. I've got 2 and 6. So the Hawthorns. Oh no! Oh no! The kick. The kick. This. I'm playing it right. The Burnley kick. Hold on a second, hold on a second. There we go. There's Mateus Pereira coming in. Alright, John Evans pushed against his former team. And he's showing him who's boss, as indeed it looks fine. Barnes out wide, he's being chased by Ayling. Barnes cuts inside against his former club. And holds it at the edge of the box. Tielemans, and he's shook the bar already. And indeed it. Tielemans. Gives it back to the Belgian, who sends it wide to the Turkish international. Gives it to Ricardo Pereira, who swings it in on his left foot at the back stick. Harvey Barnes looks set up. And Evans needs to chase. Okay. And Mateus Pereira, the Brazilian, who had got some flair, to be fair to the lad. Tackled by Tielemans. Ref says Jailings and take Harry the Slabhead back. I'm assuming you're a Man United fan then. As Vardy gets the ball in the middle. There's no West Brom defenders to be seen. And Jamie Vardy could be in for his first goal of the game, and he is. It's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Boy, Jailings. I'm assuming you're a Leicester fan. Sorry, Man United.
Leicester City goal number 9. James Vardy.
Doing the same thing again. Too easy. Got Barrett as well. Gives it to Madison. He gives it back to Tielemans. Nice little ball to Vardy. He looks at Madison. Madison will look to find Vardy back, but they're on the same line. Madison's now found himself in space. Ball goes into the field. Barnes. It goes to Timothy Castagna. Up with his bow. Now Yuri Tielemans. He gives it to Ndidi. It's now Vardy. It's really starting to annoy me. Is this on amateur? No, it's class. You literally saw me put up class before the game, mate. And that's a great ball over to Grady Diagna. Ball goes into the middle. Siunchu gives it to Evans, and Evans helps clear the danger. It's because it's against West Brom. That's why. West Brom are awful. Ricardo Pereira gives the ball to Shengizunda, who cuts inside. Ball sent up. Ricardo Pereira wins the header. Sorry mate, missed that. It's alright. No, it's on world class. I played a game on legendary, but I had sliders on from playing on world class, and then I was like, oh shit. and then it's put me off legendary. Barnes gets fouled on the edge of the box, and then yeah, that put me off legendary. So then I've come and played class with legendary with sliders on again, but just like more enhanced sliders, like goalkeeper difficulty and all that. As that's a nice free kick from Madison, shakes the bar again. Heavy touch from Tielemans, he volleys it, and what a save that is from Button. Yeah, so I'm playing on world class with sliders on like goalkeeper difficulty and all that, but once I get better at the game I will go on to legendary at some point. Ball goes into the middle, it's a big cross, a lot of white shirts. Chengiz under, gives it to Johnny Evans. Evans finds Sunchu from the edge of the box, shot deflected, and under carries that out. Okay. So let's have a look at the subscriber count quickly. 76 subscribers. Make sure if you're watching the stream and you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying it. It really does help me out on my road to 100 subscribers. I know it's not a lot, but personally it's like a pretty big achievement. As Madison finds Vardy, but Vardy stopped the run. So now it's Luke Hale, the former Leeds man. And now it's Mateus Pereira, the Brazilian. I'm getting a face cam on Friday then, so when the full game comes out, you get a face reveal as well on Friday night. Madison gives it to Vardy, and Vardy gives it to Ndidi. Ndidi finds Vardy again. Madison, his pass gets deflected, but Ricardo Pereira picks it up. His cross deflected as well. And Ricardo Pereira thought he was being clever there, but gets rid of it, but intercepts the throw as West Brom are panicking. And the Portuguese has not got a lot of space, but he finds Tielemans. Tielemans finds Madison. Vardy turns, Vardy shoots, deflected beyond for another corner. And now it's James Madison swinging it in towards the near post. Tielemans wins the header and cleared off the line from a West Brom player. So it's another Leicester throw-in, and the ball finds Tielemans. Madison, we know what he can do from distances like these, as he's looking to find some space away from Luke Ayling. No, but Luke Ayling gets a foot in. As we go into the 45th minute, it's been all Leicester. And Ivanovic intercepts that pass, and that's going to take us into half time. That's a good ball that, and Vardy's picked it up, and could it be another one before half time? As Vardy goes round there, Ivanovic, he's in the box. Vardy's doing a few ball rolls. John O'Shea tackles. Madison tackled by Ayling, and that is going to be half time. We're going into the break. Leicester 1, West Brom 0. So it's a surprising result really at the minute. Leicester haven't been too great, but Jamie Vardy against the difference between the two teams at the half time. And if we look at the stats and stuff, it's been all Leicester, 70% possession. West Brom have hardly been in Leicester half. So into the second half we'll go. Leicester's still leading. And you say as well, as the hall goes off for Gray. The West Brom crowd trying to get the players going. As Leicester just settling down with possession again. And Tielemans gives it to Cengiz Under, who's taking Townsend to the corner, and he's getting double teamed. So the ball goes back to Tielemans with Ndidi in the middle. The Nigerian's got a shot on him, and that was dipping as well, so that wasn't too bad from Wilfred Ndidi. Got his first assist of the campaign in the last game. He's looking for a goal this game. As Castagna wins the header over Grady Diagna, and Madison sends the ball wide. Cengiz Under sees Vardy, pass deflected beyond for a corner, and Madison plays this one short to Chengo. Chengo comes into the box with the ball roll, then the drag back. Cengiz Under, what a superb individual goal that is from Cengiz Under, the Turkishman. The side, and what a strike that is on his weak foot as well, always bending away from the keeper. And that is the individual flair. There's the individual flair that Cengiz brings to the Leicester team. And it's Leicester 2. Great goal. Thank you.
Coming off the pitch,
Thank you, Raz.
number 7, Callum Robinson. Coming
So
onto the
Callum
pitch,
Robinson being replaced by
number
Maximilian
29,
Mayer. As this is
Maximilian
poor
Meyer.
from West Brom's defence. As I've turned their pass error down to 35 as well, from 50. I might give Leeds or whoever my next game is a go on legendary without sliders, because obviously with sliders it makes it harder as it is. As Barnes against his Formula One side, as I keep saying. Madison tips on to Tielemans. Tielemans is going to have cracks the Belgians. Straight save from Button, and on that, mate, we're going to make a couple of subs. We're going to bring Kieran Dewsbury Hall on. We're going to take Vardy off, and we'll bring Perez on, because why not? We're going to make all 3 subs, as we're still looking to get Malin his first Premier League goal. And if there was a game to do it for the lad, it would be this one. Madison on his right foot swings it in towards Johnny Evans in the middle, and that was already out before it hits Madison's head, but referee says no. So that's going to go towards Raheem Harper. Dewsbury Hall misses out on header as Maximilian Mayer gives it back to Townsend. And Schmeichel got his first touch of the game. It's taken nearly 70 minutes, sorry, just over 60 minutes. And ball sent wide from Wilf to Malin. Oh, that was only meant to be a little tap to James Madison. And this performance shows why West Brom are sitting at the bottom of the Premier League table. As it goes to Jose Perez, who whips it wide to Daniel Malin. Malin tackled by John O'Shea. Ball sent over the top towards Mayer. Ricardo Pereira is chasing the German. And Dewsbury Hall gets the tackle in and switches it over to the Belgian Castagna. Gives it to Wilfred Ndidi. And again, Dewsbury Hall finds Castagna, who finds Barnes. Barnes has got support from Malin. Malin gives a little one to Madison. Madison looks to find Jose Perez, and Perez gets there first, and what a save that is from Button. Madison keeps it in. Gives it to Dewsbury Hall, who gives it to Ndidi. And West Brom defuse the situation. Again, Sunche with a big header. Oh, what a pass from Wilfred Ndidi to Malin, and there it is. Malin's first Premier League goal, 15 minutes before the end. And what a day it is for the Dutch youngster. Was that another assist from Ndidi? Full header from Sunche. The nice play to Daniel Malin. Then balls in the back of the net for the third time. 15 minutes to go. West Brom 0, Leicester 3. And this is why the teams are at 2 completely different ends of the table. As Malin brings a little bit of flair to the table with that pass. And Ndidi, silly there. Still being clumsy at Leicester though, 13 minutes to go. The game may be sealed. The clean sheet and the goal difference might be important at the end of the season. Perez takes the ball out of the sky. Does the Spaniard and does it very well. When you see space down the right hand side, this is being chased by Raheem Harper. The Spaniard sees white shirts in the middle. It looks all the way from Madison. James Dewsbury Hall gives it to Madison. Madison slide tackled by Luke Ayling, former Leeds player, and Evans wins that well. And now Dewsbury Hall gives it to Malin. Malin looks for Madison. It's Dewsbury Hall on the edge at the box. He shoots and forces another save from Button. 5 minutes to go, and Dewsbury Hall is looking for a second Premier League goal. It's Grady Dianga goes off. Ball goes into the middle. Button punches clear. Dewsbury Hall's going to be the first one there with plenty of time on his hands as well. He goes back to Ricardo Pereira. And it goes to Evans, who gives it to Wilfred Ndidi. He finds Madison. Madison looks to turn. Dewsbury Hall could have made a nice little run there. Speaking of Dewsbury Hall, he's done well to find Malin. Malin finds Madison. Madison gets away from his 2 men. James Madison, the footwork. John O'Shea covers. As we're hit the 90th minute, we've got 3 minutes of added time. As West Brom are going to look to get on the score sheet. And he's not offside as Max Mayer. Yes, he is. As soon as Lino caught up to it, he was offside. So Barnes gives it to Castagna. And Castagna coming forward. He's had a quiet game. Furlong puts the tackle in, to be fair. And ball goes into the middle to Madison. But referee says that's it. And Leicester are taking another 3 points away from the Hawthorns. And that's a very 69% possession, no shots West Brom through the whole game, and it's similar to the like in real life.
Oh, hi there. I've just got a couple of questions about the match.
But without a legendary.
Thanks for the question.
Okay. So Leicester are still in 6th. Dropping some silly points so far. Manchester United and Liverpool the top 2. Top points. Could put them back on goal difference, but I don't know who Tottenham are playing and all of that. So, and it's if they win as well. So if Chelsea and Man City win as well, obviously then the boys picking up pace in training. As Perez is finding some form. And another set of training for all the boys. Why training? Because it's got some need to play this one because I haven't done it before, and if I don't play it they'll just get a D, which is pretty stinky. So it's just defending scenarios. Oh yeah, it's not a great start. Good from Castagna. Ah, that's nice from Vardy. Again, Castagna comes over, makes the tackle. Play's not been diffused. Mate, where are you going? Just give me Castagna, and he's in the pocket. Oh, I'll say that. Come on, I need a big defensive shift here. Come on, give us an A. Oh. Yes, it's giving us an A. Come on. A's everywhere we look. The January chance. Oh, towards December to start. We're mid-November at the minute. Need to play this one. hello. Ah, that's a nice little neat finish from the City. Forces a save from Schmeichel. Missed. That's actually a pretty sick drill, to be fair. Vardy hits the target, which is good. Come on, we need a big finish here. Yeah! Another A for the boys. Slap him! Another dub for the boys. Another A. As we just getting play sharpness up, which is good. No, 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 no. Let me back. Please. Come on, looks like we're playing it. Finish that from Paris, to be fair. Little dink from Chowdhury. Inacho. I remember I had to do this drill loads because I couldn't do it. Oh, Kelechi. I don't think he's actually played one game for us. He's been on the bench. He was in the bench in the Europa League game. Do I need to get an A, yeah? Oh, looks like we're replaying it. Oh, I've only found the hole. What? Oh no. What a stinky start. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, easy now. Kelechi and Hamza have saved us under Yerzy. Kelechi. Oh, hello Kelechi. Had some whip on it. Stinky. Right, there we go. So, we finished that. I didn't mean to play it, so I do apologise that I've wasted a few minutes of your time. So, simulate. So, we're taking on Leeds in our next Premier League game, as we've already got these on A, so we can just play it straight through. So it's game day against Leeds United, so let me go and sort out the settings. I'm about to get sacked. I'm on 69. What? Alright, we're going to give Legendary a try. Let me go and sort these out. Restore default. See how that plays. Who do we play? No, we play the shit team, so we don't need to rotate for it really. Now let's just go and get the done. If we don't win now, that'd be. We go up top. I've got. To be fair. Dewsbury Hall and Chowdhury probably. For to Anzaby. Schmeichel, and then maybe a couple of others. Well, a couple of others. Fofana and Twansby probably. I said that, sorry. Ricardo Pereira or Foot. I don't know. As you can see, our captain, the 34-year-old Kasper Schmeichel, the Danish captain, is the captain. As we're at the King Power, taking on Leeds on this November night. And let's see what we can whip out on Legendary. Can we get performance out of the boys? Tielemans gives it back to Evans. Evans gives it to Castagna. Madison. He's going to be he's running forward. Cengiz Under down the right hand side. Under pulls it back to Madison. Madison's buried it in their post, and after 6 minutes it's Leicester 1 leads 0. And what a start that is on Legendary, and what a goal that is from Leicester as well. Under gives it to Madison. Madison takes it to it, buries it on his weak foot at the near post. It's Leicester 1. And that's only Madison's second goal in November. But when he scores them, they're at big time. 6 minutes in, 84 minutes to go still. For Leeds to be able to turn it around like they did against Man City. But Leicester are leading nevertheless. The King Power as they're looking to push towards the Champions League spots again. As indeed he puts the tackle in, but Klitsch stays strong and manages. Ball goes down the line towards Harrison, goes straight out. Martelli's going autos leave again, so we'll turn that on. 6'2" Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Evans gives it to Castagna. Castagna looks to find Barnes down the line, and he does. Barnes being chased by Dallas. Lovely footwork there from Barnes. And Ndidi. And Ndidi's bulleted it straight down the throat of Kiko Casilla. So Leicester looking like they want more goals. Ball comes towards the middle. Kaglos she can't get high enough. It's Alioski. Tackled by Barnes. Number 15 gives it to Evans. Evans looks to find Under wide, and I was already chasing back with Under, and we get the ball. So it's now Ricardo Pereira. Finds Madison in the middle. Madison gives it to Vardy. Vardy gives it to Tielemans. Tielemans to Madison. Madison to Vardy, and Vardy's shot. Is that rain? Torrential rain. His ball goes behind for another corner. It's been all Leicester after the first 20 minutes. Ndidi, can he go up for that? He does. Wilfred Ndidi. He can't get close to scoring a Premier League goal this season as he's hit the bar and stung gloves of Casilla already this game. Castagna does well to get up for that. Gives it a nice little ball to Ndidi. He gives it to Madison. Madison finds Cengiz Under down the right hand side. Under cuts inside. It's Vardy on his right foot, shot deflected. Madison keeps hold of it. The slide tackle. That is dangerous from the Leeds defenders, but it paid off. And Leeds could be aware on a counter attack here through Harrison. Castagna's back. And the ball goes into Klitsch in the middle. Tielemans looks to dispossess him. Ball goes to Tyler Roberts, who gives it to Rodrigo. His first touch of the game. He skins Johnny Evans. Ball's in the middle, saved by Schmeichel. And shot. And the clearance deflected. And ball goes to Ricardo Pereira. And this could be a good chance for Leicester to counter attack in the middle here. If Vardy can get the run in there. Oh no, it's gone to Under because Vardy's run was blocked. But Leicester still have the ball nevertheless. And Under's going to look to find Barnes in the middle. Casilla palms it away. Alioski gives it to Forshaw. Harrison sends it wide to Dallas. Dallas looks to put it in the middle. Evans sends it behind for a corner. Klitsch is going to swing this in towards Roberts. Barnes tries to head it. Goes to the edge of the box, held Acosta. And Under's defending. Klitsch in this corner. And the Turk as well. Forces the pass back to Dallas. And Barnes puts a foot in and does very well and wins Leicester the throw as well. And he gives the throw in short to Castagna, who uses his feet to give the ball to Ndidi. And Tielemans gives it to Under, he gives it to Pereira. Pereira's got space here, he's going to hold it up, he doesn't want to push too far forward. As the ball's found away to Vardy, it's gone to Barnes. Barnes shoots, another shot wasted. And it goes behind for a corner. That's a good ball towards Vardy in the middle. Kiko Casilla punches clear. Leicester are looking to find some space. Through Wilfred Ndidi. He's good at holding the ball. Gives it to Maddison. Maddison gives it to Vardy. Vardy gives it to Tielemans. Tielemans back to Vardy. And Vardy's absolutely skunked it wide. And that is at the top of the Premier League goal scorers chart so far. Let's go see her. Indeed, he does well to get up for it. Maddison gives it to Vardy. Vardy to Maddison. Maddison doing well. He gives it to Vardy. Vardy is being run over by Tielemans, and it's free kick on the edge of the box for Leicester. And we're going to put Maddison on it again. Maddison gets it up and over the wall. Doesn't challenge see teammates though. Bit too far out for Madders. As the Spanish keeper rolls it out, and Leeds are going to look to play from the back. Roberts is coming forward with Leeds for maybe the last chance of the half as it goes to Forshaw. Goes back to Roberts. Ball gone in the middle to Rodrigo. Caglar injured as well. So we're going into the break. Leading by 1-0 after Maddison's goal in the 6th minute. And it's been all Leicester so far. Let me just check what these instructions is getting behind. Right, that's why it's not going well then. Right, Vardy needs to be on and getting behind constantly. As Leeds are going to kick us off in the second half, taking from left to right as we look at it. Ball sent wide to Alioski. The first half on Legendary, again, it doesn't feel easy, but like it's not meant to feel easy. World class doesn't feel easy, but it just feels hard. Indeed, he's looking to put a challenge in there. He does. And Vardy picks the ball up, gives it to Maddison. Maddison's going to look for Tielemans or Vardy. He's gone for Vardy, and that's a great option. And Jamie Vardy, it's Leicester 2. Lead. I'll put Jamie again behind Maddison. And that's a great finish from Jamie Vardy, and that is why he's the top goal scorer. Not because of what he did earlier, but because of that exact reason. Buries it into the bottom left hand corner of the goal. 14th or 15th goal of the season for Jamie Vardy. And as you can see, the manager's happy with that as he claps, and the fans all bouncing around in the background. 15th in the Premier League season for Vardy. 7 minutes into the second half, so he scored 6 minutes into the first, 7 into the second. And it's Leicester 2, Leeds 0. I think this month, in-game month, is going to be nice to get used to Legendary, because obviously West Brom, Leeds, Academica and Fulham as well, so it's a good kind of game time to get used to it. It's quite an easy month, should be 12 points and 12, but obviously on Legendary you never know. Alioski gives the ball to Thingy, sends it back to Koch. Koch gives it then up to Alioski. Leeds play Wolves next game, and that's a great tackle by Ricardo Pereira. Referee's playing advantage, and Alioski has got round Chengizunda and pulled it back on him. He goes to Andy Forshaw on the edge of the box. This is good attacking play, well, it's good defensive play from Leicester and good attacking from Leeds. So Leeds are being very patient. And Leeds are now in behind the Leicester defence as Caglar closes down. Suuncu heads back towards the box, and he does well there, does Suuncu. Turkish international. And now this is where Leicester are going to strike on the counter attack. Under. He should have taken the touch and sent it through to Vardy that way. And that was forced by Leicester. There's no need for that. Ball sent down the line to Rodrigo. The Spanish striker who signed from Wolves, the Spanish striker who signed for Leeds from Valencia in the summer. So we've played 25 minutes of the second half, so we're going to make some subs. Dewsbury Hall can come on for Tielemans. James Justin's not been on in a while, and then Malin can go on for Vardy. Thank you. As Basuma's come on foul to Costa. And then obviously Leicester made their 3 subs. It's just going to be tested defensively straight away. And Leeds looked at like attacking down his right hand side. Dewsbury Hall. He's also going to be tested as the ball goes to Hernandez. It's Rodrigo, edge of the box. Very well played from Johnny Evans. And Leicester have a chance to launch the counter attack. And why is that gone there? Why has it not gone to Chenga's under? The man is in space, and Leicester are very forcing this attack, and maybe we need to slow it down instead of trying to counter. And there's a forced shot from Harrison, and Leicester are making Leeds very impatient. Dewsbury Hall with his first touch gives it to Under, who gives it to Maddison. Maddison looks to find Malin. Malin gives it to Ndidi on the run, who sends it through to Harvey Barnes. Barnes drills it across the box, deflected behind by Cock and Maddison. That's a pretty poor delivery, and it goes wide to Malin. Tackle by Leeds, and Leicester need to get back in shape here. Castagna is going to buy time by taking on Harrison. And the work rate from the Leicester defensive midfielders is class as well. From Didi goes along to the ball again. Basuma is causing Sunju a bit of a handful here. Sunju intercepts the pass and Under does well to win the header. Leicester lose the ball again, and it's been a very scrappy second half from Leicester, as indeed he gets a deflection on the pass, but Rodrigo gets it straight back. Evans does well, gives it to his fellow centre back, and Leicester just need to calm things down here, as Dewsbury Hall is going to be the one to calm it down. As there's 4 minutes to go, Leicester are going to have a bit of possession of their own. Barnes gives it to Ndidi. Ndidi gives it to Dewsbury Hall. Gives it to James Justin. So I'm saying that if Leeds are on attacking, we're going to want to counter attack them, to be fair. But our choices in the counter attack have been very poor. As Justin finds Under. Under gives it to Dewsbury Hall, who gives it to Maddison. Maddison finds Malin. Malin finds Dewsbury Hall. Maddison finds Malin, there we go. Oh, Malin, heavy touch. And cleared, and that's going to be full time points with 2-goal victory over Leeds. We're probably in this episode. Possession, Leicester's defence was good enough to prevent them only having 1 shot on target throughout the whole game. Hey,
Hi, can you chat to us for a second about the match?
What just happened? I don't know. Viewers back. We got the result we deserved, to be fair. More clinical though, 100%, 100. Their keeper played well. Oh, if it's me needing to be more clinical or Kiko played very well, to be fair. But either way. Messina's been moved to a cam, which is pretty cool. So we're going to solidify that. So yeah, we've got, if we win this game, we're mathematically through, I think. So we're going to go to this side and choose a squad quickly. We're going to put Schmeichel in goal. I don't trust him. And we're going to start Paris on the right. I'm actually in fact, I reckon we can beat these. Yeah, I reckon that's the team we'll start with. So we'll get these fit in training this week with the one training session we use. So I think we've been live for an hour and 40, so I've got like an hour left of early access. Yeah, and then it's sleep, sleep, play, train, sleep, play. So it's top versus bottom, as we're going to attend this pre-match interview.
Thanks, guys. We're going to get started with the questions any minute now. Okay, guys, we'll be wrapping up now. Thank you for attending.
So there we go then. We're going to play that squad. We need a result here, really. We definitely need the win to put us on 12. And then if Roma win, we're definitely through. Because that leaves us with one game. Even if we win today, we're definitely through. I'm trying to think, if we draw, that puts us on 10. And Roma win, that puts them on 7. Then we lose against Roma. And then, so yeah, we need a win, really. As we're back at the King Power, sorry, I was just having a drink. My throat's gone really dry. So we're back at the King Power, getting up an ultimate group stage game underway against Academica, who beat 6-0 in the reverse fixture or something like that. So we need another win here. Because Dewsbury Hall's getting a lot of first team minutes. Forward Foxes at the minute. Chowdhury finds the Spanishman Perez wide. And then finds Dewsbury Hall in the middle. Pratt's in the box. Pratt's buried a shot early on. And near post, deflected beyond for a corner. And Saka is going to use his left foot to get that getting in swinger towards the middle. And it's another corner for Leicester, and it's going to go short again. This time Saka's going to try a bit of skill and push into the box himself. As well as Saka being outpaced from there. And it's a very shaky start from the centre backs. And this time it's Perez coming short. Sorry, it's Malin coming short, not even Perez. And Pratt the Belgian gives it to Dewsbury Hall. He finds Saka on the edge of the box, and Saka's got to bury that. He's hit the crossbar. Daniel and Marty can keep it alive. Perez deflected. Pratt. Perez. Dewsbury Hall. Right, it's gone all the way through to Pratt, and then it's gone back. Nice ball from Leicester. It's silly error being there offside there. It wasn't meant to go to him, but to Anthony does well to win the header, and Pratt brings it down. Gives it to Dewsbury Hall on the overlap. And Dewsbury Hall holds it up nicely. Gives it to Dennis Pratt in the middle. He gives it back to Dewsbury Hall. And he did a bit of too heavy touch for the youngster. In centre midfield, and Justin's left to chase back his man. And two hands are big. And Justin work together. And Dewsbury Hall sends Malin through. And Malin absolutely buries it past the keeper. And Malin's 9th. He scored 9 goals. And he's absolutely buried that one into the side netting. Leicester 1, and Leicester look like they're going through to the knockout stages. He's going to score. Perez has scored for Roma as well. So even if we draw and Roma, in fact no, that still doesn't. So if we keep this result, we're through no matter what. The Academia look to bring something of their own to the table. Swansby does well to read that, and it's Dewsbury Hall. It goes into Maiden, who may be offside, he's not. And Pratt finds Saka. And Saka. That was nearly a cracking first goal for the club. Vazny. But it's fine, Cordia. And Marty wins the header but heads it straight into the back of Cordia. Ball goes over the top to Cordia again, it goes straight out. So here's Perez to take the throw in. Finds Wesley Fofana. And that's his first touch, and Schmeichel's first touch of the game as well. James Justin finds Dewsbury Hall in a lot of space in the middle. Now Dennis Pratt, who gives it on to Hamza Chowdhury. Pratt finds Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall does well to hustle for the ball, but then the deflection's a bit too much and out of his range. Take it, Markovic taking on Marty, and Swansby comes in with the interception. As Pratt looks to find the Spanish runner, Jose Perez. Perez is in behind to make it 2, and it is. And Jose Perez, I don't know how he's managed that, but he's managed it very well. It's Leicester City 2, Academia 0. Good finesse from Perez. Kind of like chips it. Kind of like chips it into the back of the net. Either way, it's his first goal of the Europa League. It's Leicester City 2.
Goal for Leicester City. Number 17, Perez.
The visitors look to apply straight away. Justin gives the ball to Swansby. Now it's Wesley Fofana. Pratt. Swansby. Unless you're just looking to control the possession and control the game at the minute. Nice great ball to Malin. Malin finds Pratt. Pratt gives the back heel to Malin. Malin's in the box, and Malin for a second. And it looks like Leicester are cruising away through. We're getting spam. What an assist that is from Dennis Pratt, the back heel assist. To find the Dutchman up top. And then the ball ends up in the back of the net for the third time in the first half. It's Malin's 10th, I believe. Look like they're coming on the attack again, and they're visiting zone to the King Power. Dewsbury Hall puts his foot in, and Swansby with a nice block of the shot. And Dewsbury Hall's not being booked for that, is he, surely? No way is the ref booked him for that. And Justin with a great tackle. And now Saka comes away with the ball. Could Leicester get given the chance to attack again before half time? And they will. And could it be before the break? Dewsbury Hall. He does very well for himself, does the youngster. Malin doesn't win the header, so we're going into half time. It is going to stay 3-0 going into the break. Could have been 4, maybe even more. But I'm not going to complain. As we're going in leading 3-0, which is hopefully going to secure our qualifications to the knockout stages. That's scrappy. They're just looking to try and throw everything at us. Unfortunately, it's not working for them tonight. As for Fana, gives it to Amate, who looks to find Chowdhury. He finds him, and Chowdhury finds Malin. The keeper thought about coming out to it, and he gives Malin his hat-trick instead. It's taken 4 minutes of the second half for Leicester to pick up where they left off in the first half. And it's now getting even better for Leicester as Malin takes a bow after his 49-minute hat-trick. Chowdhury sticks a foot in, but then number 9 does well to keep hold of it, and Dewsbury Hall dives in on Markovic, and you can't really afford to dive in again, can Dewsbury Hall. Ball's then over the top to Petrescu. James Justin does well. Saka and Justin down this left hand side in brilliant all game between them. And that's no need for that. And have they got any good set piece takers? He's put it over the wall, it's hit the post. And maybe they even deserve a goal for that, do the visitors. Schmeichel looked oblivious to what was going on. Now it's Daniel Amate, gives it to Chowdhury in the middle, who finds the Belgian Pratt. Of 30 minutes left on my EA Access trial, so this is going to be the last stream before Friday on Dewsbury Hall. Wasn't great from him. I've been live for 2 hours. No, it's waffling. I have more than that. Ball played forward. It's Wesley Fofana who pressures it, and that's. And we're going to bring Simons on because I don't want Dewsbury Hall getting sent off. We're going to bring Mendy on, and Luke Thomas on. What? In fact, no, Benkovic. Benkovic hasn't actually made an appearance this season, I don't think. So Benkovic can come on. 3 defensive-minded subs. Ish. Napalm's man, he was good in like beta, and Paris does well to come away with that. He loses the ball there. So the visitors are still going to attack, and they're still going to carry on throwing everything at us. And Wesley Fofana does well just to get a little foot in there. And that was questionable from the French. Schmeichel manages to regather it, and Benkovic returning from loan again, from loan at Brown. Right. Because of that. Ethan, my controller's not even. I'm not doing anything. Oh my gosh. 2 seconds, chat. Here we go. My X button isn't okay. No. Wrong. And Nagy Pat lays it off to Simon. Simon plays a nice little lob. Perez in the box is okay. Is it? Taylor finds Pratt. They've got 5. See, Josh Baker's such a good mod. He always telling you when stuff's going wrong. I like this guy. If you need a mod, hit up this boy, ladies and gents. Give him an absolute. Gonna finish Europa League qualification. It's not actually an ultimate game, but it has put us through to the to the knockout stages. What happened in the other game in our group? Oh no. Oh, was that the last game? Have we played Rome at what? No,
Just a couple of questions for you.
You have to take pride even against clubs.
No further questions.
Alright, so on that note, we're going to end the episode there. We're going to go forward to this game. So we're going to end the Premier League episode where we started it in 6th place. Did we drop point? We dropped 1 point. But then we've got 2 games coming up. We've got United and Fulham. So we're going to have to kind of leave rotated teams and look at that for a December. So, when you next see me on Friday, we will be playing literally, I'm going to try and get the whole month done. We're going to have to rotate against Fulham, strong team, rotation team, because we've already qualified. Strong team, rotation team, and strong team. Then we're going into the new year. And it's alright, to be fair. But anyway, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new around here, and I will see you next time. And that next time will probably be Friday, depending on how many hours I've got left in my early access. The game's an hour, but I think But either way, turn the notification bell on so you will get notified every time I'm about to go live, and I'll see you next time. Peace.